Hey, I've got an MJ Morning Show public service announcement for you, ladies and gentlemen. It is not necessary to show your breasts to the Border Patrol officer when coming into the United States from Canada.
Oh.
I bet you didn't know this. Roxanne,
Says who?
Did you know this?
Says who?
So you do not have to show your breasts to the border guard, all right?
Thank goodness.
Yeah. We got a border guard up in New York in trouble. Yep, a U.S. Border Patrol agent up in New York arrested for ordering women to show him their breasts and claiming that it was part of his official duties. What? You're at the border? You're rolling in at the Niagara border, or you're rolling in up in Plattsburgh, or you're coming in from Canada, over one of the Canadian-U.S. borders. Yes, one of the border entry requirements, ma'am, you got to show me your breasts.
Right, flash him.
No, you don't. Border agent Shane Milan, 53, was arrested on charges that he deprived 4 women of their constitutional right to be free from unreasonable searches.
In which country?
What amendment would that be, Fester?
What, the
Unreasonable search and seizure, Fester.
Third Amendment?
No.
Fifth Amendment?
No.
Sixth Amendment?
No. Come on. Unreasonable search and seizure.
It's not the Second Amendment.
Fourth
Not the First
No.
Amendment.
Fourth
No.
Amendment.
You're so close. You're dancing around it.
44th Amendment.
It's the Fourth Amendment.
Dancing around.
Unreasonable search and seizure. Fourth Amendment, right, Roxanne? Are you looking it up?
I'm not looking it up, but
Oh.
it sounds good. I think
Yeah.
it is the Fourth Amendment.
Roxanne has memorized the
Yes,
Constitution. She
I
knew.
know all the amendments.
Man, what kind of scheme did this guy have going on? According to prosecutors, Milan told 3 women to expose their bare chests to him over a web camera while processing their applications to enter the country. A 4th woman was ordered to show him her breasts with her bra on. The alleged incidents took place in August of last year. Milan told the women that exposing their breasts was part of the process of being admitted into the United States. What the hell? And I'm trying to figure out
Sorry, President Biden's really cracking down on this immigration stuff.
and I'm trying to determine 3 women exposed their breasts over a web camera. So are there border crossings where you are on a webcam and interacting, or I don't think it was necessarily live where you're in the car, you pull up and hey, you're coming in from Canada, you got to lift up your shirt and show me your tatas in order to get into the United States. So I don't know whether it was an actual physical, or what border crossing or what entry would be done via a webcam.
Yeah, I've probably gone into Canada 15 times, and it's always been
Yeah, I've driven
a toll booth.
Yeah, and usually there's both ways.
There's an attendant
going,
or attendant, a guard,
Yeah. Or maybe it's maybe it's one of the walking entries.
Where can you just walk into Canada?
No. So at the various points of entry, you can either take a motor. On many of the ports of entry, you can use a motor vehicle to cross the border, or there are places where you can just walk in. For instance, I was in Texas. I was in El Paso, and I walked. I went to, when I was doing my afternoon show.
You walked into Mexico.
Yeah, years ago.
You're the only one going that direction.
Listen to me.
You're like, the other way. Turn around.
Listen to me.
All right, what?
So I was visiting my El Paso, Texas affiliate for my old afternoon show, and they said, "Hey, you want to go to Mexico and grab some tequila? Let's go to the famous what's the famous bar? The Kentucky. There's a famous. What's the famous bar? And so I crossed the border with a bunch of folks from the radio station. We parked and we just literally walked right across from El Paso into Ciudad Juarez. That's where the Sinaloa drug cartel, they got some operations in there. So we walked right down the main
famous Kentucky Bar and Grill?
I said Kentucky. Yeah. So in Ciudad Juarez, there's the famous Kentucky Bar and Grill. And we walked. I was right there. Fester just brought up a picture on Google. I was literally sat right at that bar. And you know what? Interestingly, this bar has? This has a urinal trough right under the bar, so you could stay. In the old days, you could stand at the bar and go to the bathroom.
It's not still functional.
It is not still functional.
Oh man, that's some Mexican ingenuity right there.
Wow.
But I walked right across, and I can't. I don't even think I had my passport with me. I think my driver's license was good enough. We just walked into Mexico.
It must have been early 2000s.
Had a drink, and then I don't think I had my passport with me. And I was able to. We walked all. It's like the Freedom Bridge or whatever they call it. We walked into Mexico, and then you spent about an hour over there, and then walked on back. Great experience. Anyway, so ladies, you do not have to show your breasts for entry into the United States. First of all, who are the women that would fall for this? I don't want to do. They were traumatized with this, but I mean, it doesn't seem like you're the brightest bulbs if you agree.
It doesn't, but some people when they deal
Under
with
duress.
people in positions of authority,
Yeah.
and under duress.
All right, Roxanne, if you're dealing with entry into the United States from Canada,
No,
for
I'm
instance,
not going to show my breasts.
all right, you're not going to say you're not going to fall for part of the entry process is lift your shirt and show me your
No,
show me the girls.
no. I was pulled over one time, and I had a bad feeling about the guy, and I was like, it wasn't. He didn't even ask me to show my breasts. He just something didn't seem right, and I was like, can you please call another police officer and bring them to this incident because I don't feel comfortable around
Wow,
you.
where was this?
This was in Oldsmar somewhere. This was years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oldsmar PD, very sus.
There
You
is-
know what it was? He
What?
had really long fingernails, and I didn't think that was appropriate for law enforcement.
What if he was like a drug and
Hold on.
undercover half the time?
Was it a marked car or an unmarked car?
I believe it was a marked car.
All right, so was it a real police officer?
I think it ended up being a police officer, but he let me go. He didn't even call the other. He didn't call
Really?
for backup. He just let me go.
Wow.
Because the thing is he pulled me over for no reason.
That's how we do things
Yeah.
at the Oldsmar Police Department.
There is no Oldsmar Police Department.
Oldsmar Police Department. We rule this stretch of road with an iron fist. How dare you go down 580 that speed, young lady?
9:24 at the MJ Morning Show. Final chunk of the MJ Morning Show on a.
I got myself an Eastlake girl here.
Yep.
Welcome to Oldsmar.
Can I go to break, please?
No, I'm going to talk like the Oldsmar sheriff or the police captain of the Oldsmar Police Department.
9:24 at the MJ Morning Show. Final chunk of the program is next. Hope you liked the video. If you did, then hit the like, share, subscribe, all this crap down here.